Good morning and welcome to Being Naked. My name is Venus Castleberg, your host. And let's begin today's episode. I've forgotten for the last few times to just take our deepest barriers down, even the ones we don't know about. Destroy and uncreate them. Take a deep breath. Relax. Awesome. So, there's so many places I want to go today. But I was talking about the embodiment of ease is the topic today. And I guess my first question to you is, do you know that you can make ease a priority in every area of your life? You can have ease with money, you can have ease with your body, you could have ease with your relationships, you could have ease in business, you could have ease in creation. Now, it doesn't mean that everything's going to necessarily be easy. There is a difference. Good morning, Christina. Welcome. Right? You're still going to have to do things. You don't have to, I guess. You could sit on the couch and eat bonbons and watch Netflix all day if you wanted to. And that's not wrong. But one of the things that I've really realized lately has been this awareness of how much ease I can have even when things seem stressful or things seem like they're challenging or things are even coming up. So I know I'm constantly looking at things for myself because I'm constantly wanting to grow and learn and change. And so if something's doesn't have a sense of ease to it, it doesn't have, I guess another way I could say that is maybe a sense of peace, just a knowing that everything's going to be okay. So I was hitting some crunchiness lately and kind of looking at that and going, what is this? And then, but just knowing for myself, like if it's not ease, if there's not a sense of ease to it, there's something there that I need to look at. There's something there that I could facilitate myself or change or choose differently to create something different. So I prioritize ease in my everyday life. Like if there's not ease in it, then I'm like, okay, what is this? What is this showing me? Like for me, things tend to come together with ease. They tend to flow with ease. To just is an ease to everything. And when there's not that, I'm like, well, hang on a second. What am I missing here? Or what, again, like, what do I need to look at? What can I change? What can I choose different? What questions can I ask? Because questions always create this space. Maybe ease, another way of saying space, ease is space. Like when you have that sense of knowing that everything's going to be okay. But then there's also this sense of like, wow, that just came together with total ease. Like you have those moments when you're like, wow, that was like magic. And it just happened with total ease. And like, I know because I've been there, like how often we struggle with money, let's say, like I don't have the right amount of cash in my bank that I would like to have, or I don't have the right amount of people coming to my class, or whatever it is for you. There's something that you've decided about that has it not flow with ease. We just did a 8 days of ease with money energy pulls. And it really is just guided visualizations to help us get into the energy of just receiving. Because Gary Douglas says you don't have a receiving problem. You don't have a money problem. You have a receiving problem. So how can we receive more? How can we have more of that ease? How can we embody ease? Right? And that's like just choosing to have ease be a priority. again, I want to emphasize that doesn't mean everything's going to be easy. It doesn't mean people aren't still going to get sick and some people are going to die and you're not, you might stub your toe one day and right. So there's still stuff, but that stuff doesn't, thank you for your question, Larissa. I'll get to that in a second. That stuff doesn't have to take you out of having ease with it and just being like, oh, okay, I stubbed my toe. What's right about this I'm not getting? So some of the questions that you can be asking to create greater ease is, what's the beauty underneath this? What's right about this I'm not getting? Let's say you did stub your toe. Well, did that maybe slow you down and make you pause, right? My dog at about 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon gets really restless, and she's always inviting me to step away from in front of the computer and to go outside, to just be in nature with ease, like not but it's always kind of a push-pull. I'm like, she wants attention and I know it, and I know what she's trying to show me. And I still am like, I'm in the middle of a project or something, and I'm like, I can't get to that right now. I can't do that right now. Right. So where can you just have something that happens or is going on possibly with your body? Larissa says, how can we have embodiment of ease, embody ease? It's being willing to ask a question when something comes up that doesn't seem like there's ease in it. So you stub your toe and you're like, okay, pause, sit down, maybe run a body process on it if you have that tool, and ask a question. What's the beauty underneath this? What is the universe trying to show me? So something I say often, but I'll say it again because I'm sure you haven't heard it before. The universe is conspiring for you, never against you. Always conspiring for you. So even when you hit those crunchy times, there's something that it's conspiring for you, something that it's trying to show you. And that is embodiment of ease, because you're like, oh, okay, if everything is conspiring for me, then nothing is happening to my detriment. Nothing is happening against me. And when you're in that space, you're like, oh, okay, so then nothing's wrong here. But what we tend to do is we tend to go into the right and wrong of everything. That's right, this is wrong. There's pain in my toe right now. And not mine specifically, but metaphorically. And it's pain, right? So pain, you're like, okay, pain is wrong. So we've so determined that pain is wrong. We've determined that heaviness is wrong. We've determined that heartbreak is wrong. But how many times have you looked back at your life and gone, okay, that heartbreak wasn't very fun in that moment at that time, but I am so glad that that happened because of who I'm with now, or who I am now. Like, how much more did you become you not being in that relationship? Right. So it's kind of just broadening, maybe broadbanding, which is just expanding out and beginning to perceive that everything, there's magic, mysteries, miracles, possibilities underneath everything that is out there. And yeah, I just, it's so funny. I did that, and then I was like, oh, so much space, so much ease, right? And then I'm like, and then I lost my words. But that's okay, because I think that that's part of it too. It's like going, oh, okay, so I lost my words. It's not the end of the podcast. It's not the end of my day. It's not, right? Yeah. And asking the question, okay, what's right about this I'm not getting? Was that me forgetting my words? Was that actually just the universe going, okay, just take a breath and pause? Let people absorb what you just said, right? So I thought I lost my words, but did I really lose my words? Or was that actually just space again? Cool. And then Christina asks, how does one go towards ease when difficult, intense was their reality up until now? Great question. Yes. Well, we're all taught that difficulties and intenseness and working hard is the way that we create in the world. We're taught that. So the first and foremost thing that I would say in that instance is just going to question. It's like, okay, what's right about this I'm not getting? What's right about me I'm not getting? What's right about my body I'm not getting? So you guys have heard me say that, over the last couple of years now, I think I've had hives off and on. And it's now become okay, body, what are you trying to show me? What is this that you're aware of? Because I know my body is more aware than I am sometimes. Me, the being, and my body having its own awareness. But to go with it, not at it, but to communicate with it, to have communion with my body by saying, hey, body, what are you trying to show me? What is this? What do I do with it? Can I change it? If so, how can I change it? But more from a curiosity instead of this is wrong and bad and I have to change it. So in answer to your question, Christina, what if you could go with it at anything that's going on in your life with a curiosity, with an ease, right? I love that. That's so funny. I've never thought about that. Jonathan says she has hives because she's a queen bee. Queen bee. That's funny. Okay. I'll look at whatever that is. That's just something in there. So, but again, right? They're like Jonathan thinking something that, he was being funny and then he just wanted to touch in was like, how much did that contribute to me going, I wonder if there's something there? Because I have recently had bees land on my phone and on me recently. So I'm like, that's really interesting. I'd never thought of hives in a different way. So again, the whole universe is conspiring for you. So something that somebody says can be the trigger for you to look at it differently, to see it differently. And to just be in that question of, if this wasn't wrong, if it wasn't bad, because every time we label it as bad and wrong, we go into resistance to it, which resistance is the walls and barriers that then takes away the ease, right? So what about just going, okay, what's right about this situation I'm not getting? What's right about my body I'm not getting? What's right about me I'm not getting? What's the beauty underneath this, whatever this is, that I can't see right now? And just allow yourself to be with those questions, not from seeking an answer, but just being willing to go, okay, I'm just going to be with this for a little while. I'm just going to allow myself to be in question, not in judgment, just in question. And then see what comes out of it. And you might get awareness immediately, or it might take some time. 2 years of asking questions around the hives, it's taken some time, right? But now it's like, I don't look at it as a wrongness. I just go, okay, body, what capacity do you have that I'm not acknowledging? There's something, right, that my body is showing me or has a capacity for. So that is one of the ways, I'm sure there's many, that maybe you could have a little bit more ease with embodiment and just keep asking and be patient, and then let the universe show you, let your body show you, and see what comes out of that. Thank you all for your questions and your comments. I'm so grateful for you to be here listening, and I hope you have a magical day, and I will see you again next week. Bye.